Jasmine has come to the clinic after years of unprotected sex with many different partners.
I don't know, some of these pictures on this phone I'm just looking from the weekend. The last sexual encounter I had was on Saturday night in Manchester. It was just someone I bumped into, had a few drinks and went in the back and how's your father? It's terrible, isn't it, really?
In a week's time, Jasmine is due to have a sex change operation and desperately needs a clean bill of health if it's to go ahead.
Is it Jasmine?
It is. Come food shop. Thanks.
So you've come for a check-up, have you?
I have, yes.
Have you had one before?
A long time ago.
All right. So in the last 3 months, how many sexual partners have you had?
A lot.
What's a lot?
Well, 62 since January.
62 since
yes,
January?
Different sexual encounters.
Okay.
So with partners, do you give oral sex?
Of course.
And do you receive anal sex?
I have done, yes.
Okay.
As in partners, male or female partners?
I've had both.
Okay. Have you ever injected drugs?
I have, yes.
And did you share needles and that kind of thing, equipment? Yeah. So, have you had a HIV test before?
Yes.
And do you remember when that was and where?
I think it was in prison.
Like, how long ago, when was that then?
I think about 7 years ago.
Okay.
6 months ago, Jasmine was released from a male prison where she did time for a string of burglaries. She went in as Darren and came out as Jasmine. But whilst inside, she took some serious risks.
And all your partners born in the UK?
No, they're not.
What country?
Uganda.
Uganda. And was it unprotected?
It was.
Was it in prison?
It was.
Jasmine's risky behaviour could have serious consequences for her gender reassignment surgery in just a few days' time.
How would you feel, if you was given a HIV positive result, having put yourself at so much
risk? It's going to devastate me because obviously my operation's in less than 2 weeks, and obviously it's going to have a big impact on my operation, isn't it?
Yeah.
So everything I've fought for, everything I've wanted, all my dreams are just going to go pretty much down the swanny, which, devastation. It's until you come to these clinics you suddenly realise when it hits you like in your
Be more responsible then, you silly
With her
woman.
surgery just days away, the clinic will rush through the results of Jasmine's full screening.
Just uncross your legs, you don't have to be very ladylike, I'm afraid.
It's like they say, just because you're often trying in a pair of boots that made you a lady.
I've got vagina and I'm not a lady.
Yeah.
I've never been ladylike ever.
Exactly.
All right then.
Thank you.
Bye.